Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where we are beset on all sides by violence, by aggression, by, dare I say, traitors. It's not... I feel like Brown betrayed us a little bit, like Green is just doing what Green does. I can't really be mad at him. Oh hey. Check it out, we know where the red player is. So it's not relevant, just something I noticed. Okay, we are in a situation here, but it is potentially recoverable, maybe. Are these real road tiles? They are real road tiles. Okay, hold on a second. I want to step out here a couple of spaces and then probably just step back. But mostly what I'm doing is I'm just seeing if we see any necrophage reinforcements. Okay, not obvious ones. So, like, this is a thing you don't really want to be doing as a Broken Lord player, just like fighting with the same army over and over again. As any other faction, obviously, at least when your economy is kind of rough. But like, even if your economy is good, you want to have turns off because of the fact that healing eats your action point. You want to be able to like fall back, replenish one army while another army pushes ahead. These troops are getting a little bit drained. The stalwarts are doing just fine, but the riders are almost out, and Jocelyn is potentially only going to contribute a single attack in the next battle, and there's not really much we can do about that given our very grim dust situation. Are my trade routes calculated correctly? Okay, they are, but also this. That helps some. Oh, that's right. The loss of the capital screwed everything up. Well, you know, maybe we get it back. If we take it back, I'm not 100% sure that that's going to give us the amount of purchase that we need with Brown to get them to back off, sadly. Because we'll just be right back where we started, right? But at that point, their army will have shrunk. Where are they relative to us in terms of military strength? Oh, massively above. Massively above. Okay. Yeah, y'all, I think we're doomed. I think we're properly doomed here, is my suspicion. By the way, note purple. Like, I want to say again, I am really, maybe this just sounds like me congratulating myself a lot. I am really pleased with the way the war against purple went. I want to take a moment and feel good about myself. I feel like that was a well-prosecuted war. We defeated a vastly numerically superior opponent in smart battles. It's very important to wage war very carefully. And we gained territory and lost almost nothing. And yeah, that one was all good all the way around. But it did soften us up a little bit for all of the everything. So we have no spare troops anywhere. I mean, all we can really do is go for this, right? And then we have this necrophage army over here that's probably going to push Renf. But I don't think that it makes sense to do anything other than commit to this. And then we can move this army back to defend Renf after the battle. It might be too late. Okay. You guys could be as far back as this tile. I'm gonna queue that up for the beginning of next turn here. And I guess let's go. Let's have at them. Khazar is pretty weak. If they tried to bring Khazar over here to actually use it, we could probably defeat it. Oof. Yeah, we're in rough shape. We're in a rough place here. We may well be out of this game already. But we're going to go down swinging, at the very least. Okay. Oh yeah, there's an Empire plan coming up. That is a shame. Interesting that Artem already has produced reinforcements for them, which is not... How many turns have they had that? It's not been very many, right? It was this army that took it. Very curious, that. Okay, so you get to go first. Well, we probably want to use you to just pin a, pin or potentially even kill one of these Telsum Warlocks, right? There's a pretty good chance. They have 41 defense against my 86 attack, so I'm probably going to get damage and a half. I think there's a reasonable chance we kill one of these 126s. I think I am just going to let the cavalry unit kind of get what it wants to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, we can kind of play around it, assuming that the hero's going to die on the attack, which I think is a perfectly reasonable assumption. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess if I kill that thing, I open this up. So let's have you go for this one instead. Yeah, okay. We can, if we try to, like... Yeah, we should successfully deny the Centaur its initial attack here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to deny it counters. It's going to be weird. Alright, let's try it like this. So I definitely want you to run over here and attack him. You're almost certainly going to die for that. Sorry for your troubles, friend. And then, yeah, it's just like a lot of people having at these dudes, right? Somebody's got to lock this nerd down, and it's got to be on our terms, because he has both stun and beam. Beam being a capacity that causes his attack to go through people and hit people on the other side. Like if he attacked in this situation, he would deal full damage to all 3 of those units. Not good times. Not the way you want that to go. So we got to make sure we lock him up. It doesn't work on counterattack like most of that stuff. Yeah, you attack. I don't know. You're not going to be able to reach here. That guy's hopefully dead, but I guess this is just in case. And then, yeah, they got the militia coming in. I kind of don't care. All right, let's try like that. Oof, spells. Ah, that's a very well used damage spell. Ordinarily, the amounts of damage done by the damage spells are small enough that I feel like they're not a good use of dust. But in a case like that, where it prevents a hero, like a wounded hero, from getting off that one massive attack, it's pretty smart. Alright, fortunately, stalwarts should hold up to the interference of these militia very, very well. Let's see if we can't burn this dude out. Right? I would love to be done with that noise. Somebody's got to stay on him. I think you two probably both want to hit here. Okay, let's try like that. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of control on that one. But excellent stalwarting all around. So yeah, like I think that the stalwart doesn't necessarily look like, if you just look at the numbers, like more or less on paper, I don't think the stalwart like looks like a super powerful unit. It's just like a guy who stab good. But I think a lot of factors combine to make the stalwarts actually maybe one of the best initial melee troops. It's just it's like it's a huge number of factors that are just enough above average, combined with the high defense and the self-healing. Like they're very durable, very effective troops, provided that you can get some real strategic weapons into their hand, because obviously, like, if your stalwarts aren't able to kill, then they're not getting the benefit of most of the stuff that makes them good. Doesn't help anybody for them to just stand around and be tough at the enemy. All right. Well, we did it, and no major losses, not even really a lot of damage dealt to us. One of the riders took a pretty serious hit. But like the worst consequences of the spell casting were just our hero, who was already so badly wounded, going down, which we can obviously live with. Let's siege this out so it doesn't regenerate its troops, or it doesn't regenerate militia, and then we'll obviously reclaim it on our turn. And I don't know where the necrophages went, but they are elsewhere. So like I said, I think it's pretty important that we try to press down here. Oh wow, that's a megapole. Is that finished? Has the megapole been properly claimed? Okay, yes, the Alayi did fully finish the megapole. Man, if we could take these two cities, Um, have you brought reinforcements? This must be more than it looks like, right? Otherwise, I can't imagine making this attack. So I'm going to have you stand a little further away from everybody else so that the damage spell only hits you. And I think I'm going to play the the riders, these two riders, way back, and not have them be part of the battle at all. Nope, nothing. Maybe they really did just throw this army at my troops as a way of getting to cast spells. That's not unreasonable, I think. It would be great if we could catch you. Okay, no spell casting or anything. Weird. Very, very weird. Yeah, okay, just burning troops. So, next turn we're going to have a whole bunch of units finish. Here we have another group of necrophages with a proliferator and, unfortunately, what look to be quite modern Battleborn. Those are scary. Yeah, man, 94 attack, 90 defense on 238 life with 70 base damage. Like, we're not going to get... The way our troops are built, we're not going to get... the riders could get damage in a halved. The riders will probably get damage in a halved, actually. What's their initiative? Ooh, they're just a little bit faster than the stalwarts are, too. Yeah, this war against green. This is bad. This is going to be a bad one. Okay, let's talk about influence here for a second. You are unafraid due to the strength of your navy, which is not, I think, super relevant, actually, to the thing that's happening here. All right, that's fine. You're feeling triumphant, which makes sense, yeah. Not that we would have taken a peace treaty here anyway, but sorry, the thing I actually meant to look at was 15 and 15. Okay, throwing some tech on that is not necessarily going to be hugely expensive. So... it's easy enough for us to run the same empire plan that we did before. I do wish that your income was represented in this box. So right now we're at 23 per turn, over 6 more turns. We're hoping, of course, to have the capital back before we hit the empire plan. So that's going to affect things a little bit. But I don't think we can afford to reassign any citizens either way, probably. So I guess we just have to... roll with it. Let's try. Let's try to do that. City of Artem in the hands of its proper owner once more. A city getting temporarily taken over by an AI player is not the worst thing that can happen to you. All of my units got slightly more expensive because we changed eras, so none of them finished. Kill. Alright, yep. He just runs away. Not a big deal. We'll kill him with this rider next turn. Yeah. So all of our units got slightly more expensive because their base level rose. That's very unfortunate, actually. Okay, sea monsters happening. Not really my concern. We have a little bit of money to heal with. I guess healing these troops is probably going to be critically important. God, I cannot fight armies coming in from the north and armies coming in from the south at the same time. Not with as strong as the armies from the north are. Okay, all right, but they'll do a truce. We have to take this, right? I think we have to take this. We got back the thing that they took. Now it's just one side. All right. Okay. All right. No opportunistically declaring war against Brown while they were distracted, huh? Well, we did weaken Brown a little bit. How's Brown's army relative to Green's? It's smaller. We have to hope that Green will overextend themselves a little bit. But gosh, we are not in a good place here. All right, so how far can you make it next turn? You can get all the way up here. And if we launch the attack quickly enough, we could take this army without its reinforcement army getting to play. So that's gotta be the move, right? We have a lot of stuff going on here. What is this? Oh yes, the deal, right. A couple of sources of Palladian and Adamantian out of curiosity. Okay, Stegarnal has this. No luxuries. And then we have no idea. Over here. A place that we would like to end up in control of. And a single source of Quicksilver noted near Errol is weird because we can see that there's Moonleaf here. Oh, but I guess this technically wasn't under my control at the beginning of the turn. Right. So only 2 luxury deposits, and they're different luxury deposits. Well, I guess there's also Quicksilver in Artem. So okay, we will have enough Quicksilver to probably run a Quicksilver booster fairly frequently. That's fine, I guess. And when we attack this way, we'll get Errol's garrison. We won't get Einar. All right, it's fine. It's fine. So here in Artem, I mean, part of me thinks we just gotta build troops, right? God, the difference between a rider and a stalwart is so huge. And the Dust Bishop's a great unit, no doubt, but like 388 industry cost is very harsh. And the stalwarts are, for the most part, getting the job done right now. I guess Dust Bishops will be really useful. Yeah, you know what? Dust Bishops will be really useful in offsetting the damage during combat from the disease. But, like, can I afford to Dust Bishop? Are we gonna last 8 turns? I don't think so. I think it's got to be. We got to get boots out faster than that. And with that, I think. Oh yeah, of course we should probably like do a research or whatever. Gee, I wonder if it's going to be this. And then, at least our research speed's still good. And then this is what I have to do during eclipse time. Instead of running around and gathering useful confluxes and stuff, it's this. If we survive this, if we manage to push green back, I'll be mightily impressed, but also I don't like. We have at this point committed so much build time and so much dust to the war that I think we have. Even if we win, we kind of lose. Other players who were not engaged in war with every single one of their neighbors forever are going to take this opportunity to just surge ahead of us. Very concerned about what Red is up to, you know. Alright, well, one problem at a time. We do, of course, have the option of just going over there and trying to kill Red. Who is still playing? Everybody. Everybody is still playing. Not Blue. Blue got their thing done pretty quickly. Just sit there quietly in the ground. It's kind of wild how... I would assume it was bugged if it wasn't the case that one of the other real players is actually, purple readied, so... The AI is not completely frozen, but I do... But I do sort of wonder. I might do a restart here. Let me... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna save and reload. I'll be right back. Okay, I loaded us back into the game, and as soon as I did, that 4-unit army backed off, but then this extra army has shown up, and now I guess they're just going for it? Oh, and he found an angle that doesn't... That sucks. That sucks that the AI is allowed to just sort of, like, reconsider things. Well, I mean, I guess we gotta... Almost everybody's ready now. Whatever was going on with the AI is gone on. So... Are we going to be able to do anything at all here? Almost certainly not, right? But we gotta give it a shot. So yeah, what are the stats on this thing? It has 72 defense, so if we could hit it, we could probably do pretty good damage, but we have no initiative control. Okay, they don't get to start wailing on us for the first turn. That's good news. And remember, disease units do not spread the disease to things that have fortification. So we have avoided it so far, but this is the turn where it's going to start happening. I do think we're going to get this Necro drone, though. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, never mind. It's over. Well, at least it's in a position to die quickly at the beginning of the next battle. Alright, so obviously that doesn't really change my plan. Okay. Quickly now. Gosh, look at all this stuff. That's not going to get searched. Oh, what a bummer. I'm just trying to make sure I'm pulling units into the battlefield. Yeah, unfortunately this city's gonna fall this turn now. Yeah, I had a little bit of hope. Yes, this is right. Let's do it. I had a little bit of hope when we managed to get Brown to surrender, but that hope is rapidly evaporating. This is terrible. Yeah, that's really, really bad. Okay. So I need you. You have 3 movements. We could get to here and just chop at one of these dudes and hope to take a big piece off of him. Does not make a lot of sense for you to be all the way over there. Yeah, unfortunate though. Very unfortunate that we are going to have so little control over movement here. Alright, so your deal is to go there. This is the only reinforcement, right? So it doesn't help us to block their reinforcement paths. And then, if you can get to the archer, do so. My suspicion is they're going to block those spaces up. And we're going to end up having to just fight whoever's nearby. Alright, let's see what they do. Kill him. Oh, pretty close, pretty close. Sadly, here comes the poison. All of the poison forever. Okay, cool. We can lock up their hero. There you go. Life Drain doing its thing. So I am going to have considerable focus. Again, it's very difficult to know who will actually get to follow orders here. But in some places, they've locked themselves in, which is helpful. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so the Soul Siphon and the Life Drain both helping somewhat with the disease damage, at least. Ooh, good stun. I forgot about the stuns. Super bummed that that guy survived at 50 damage. We've left a lot of, or at 50 health, we've left a lot of the enemies like just barely alive in ways that really suck. And unfortunately, we can't use the rider to take advantage of any of it because they all go before the rider does. Yeah, all right. That was not lethal. Okay. But life drain gets us where we're going. Yeah, there have been some good stuns here. Unfortunately, now a lot of the enemies are locked in place. Oh god, there's so many troops moving through my territory. Come on, hit him harder. Okay, there we go. That's a good heal. I mean, this battle was never in doubt, right? We were going to win this one. The problem is the position that it puts us in for all of the others. Okay, thank God. Those those centaurs are neutrals. We don't have to worry about that one so much. So you need to step up here and siege the city so that it doesn't generate militia. It shouldn't generate militia anyway because they just took it. But also, we saw what happened with our capital. The rules are apparently a little inconsistent here and there. So there's one proliferator in this group. Jesus Christ, come on. Necrophages, you know? Just always with this. So I think one thing that's going to be pretty important to do is to engage the... I don't want to step adjacent. I don't want to open myself up to anything. I want to engage this thing at the beginning of the turn so that they either have to fight reinforcing, which obviously is really bad news for them, or they have to retreat it, which will make it easier to kill in the battle that is going to follow shortly. And hey, all of Brown's army, feel free to get the hell over here and help, because we're gonna need it. I'm a little surprised they're not just attacking Renf. They would totally, like, they would trivially get it if they did attack. I'm not sure why they're not attacking. I'm gonna merge these two up. Which kind of conflicts are you? Oh, sorry, just go there. Okay. A swift conflux would be nice. I don't really feel like I have units in position to... I'm sure all they're actually doing is just stealing all my ruins, right? Whew. Okay, let's, Oh yeah, let's build units. That's probably a good idea. Smart plays here. But yeah, like all of this time that we're not using building things that will actually help, we're just having to like constantly pour resources into staying in the war. All of this is time where other players are pulling ahead of us. Errol gained population while they were in control of it briefly. That's something. Okay. Let's you take this. And then move down here. Grab the swift conflux. Just like put yourself into reinforcement range of that. All right, let's fight this battle. They're gonna retreat, right? Boy, I don't know. So if they do retreat and we commit both of our units here, obviously that spends the action point on both of them. Which leaves us with some limited options. We now know that there's a 6-unit reinforcing army somewhere nearby. Or we could not include Jocelyn's army as reinforcements. Which is better if they retreat. If they don't retreat, it kills us, because I don't think we'd be able to lock the reinforcement zones quickly enough. The Necrodrones would start getting in, and then we would lose control of stuff because they're faster. Yeah, I think we commit big. Okay. I think it was a reasonable choice. Okay. Army not allowed to move. Classic army not allowed to move problems. You're just dead? Yeah, you're just dead. Shit, you're just dead and creating Battleborn. Yep, and there's nothing we can do about it. How fast are the proliferators? 58? Hilariously, just barely faster than my entire army. A single point faster than my entire army. Okay, I'm debating whether I think we can... Yeah, I guess we better try it. I don't think that there is any version of this where I prevent them from proliferating every single unit that they want to proliferate. But there might be a version of this where I kill a proliferator, maybe, if we really focus, because they are quite squishy. Yep, so we need the AI to make some bad targeting decisions, which, you know, they'll do sometimes. But I think that it's pretty likely that they're walking out here with 6 fresh new Battleborn, and then we're quitting the game and starting a new one in the next episode. Okay, they let that happen. All right, that's one. Oh, a stun. A stun would have been so good. Alright, everybody is maximum focus on the proliferator. Okay, they didn't attack the rider. That's pretty great news. So I think we kept them to 3 Battleborn then. And we might be able to... At this point, with there only being 3 of my units left alive, I think it's pretty unlikely that we get to issue any orders anymore. But there's a small chance that we finish off, like, one of the really wounded Necrodrone, or... Nope, never mind. Yeah, they got us. Still, killing both the proliferators is pretty good, and it's a damn sight better than we would have gotten on an auto resolve. Yeah, unfortunately, the AI with computer clicking speed had clicked in an attack order on that army before we could possibly have moved it away. So, bad news for me. Oh, did they attack? Yeah, okay. Ranf is going down, which obviously is not good. There's no version of this where we do anything that matters. I'm just going to auto that. Yep. They got a Battleborn. All right. So at this point, we're working on 5 cities. Hello, Forgotten. Oh, we lost access to our good assimilation. Green's army is getting remarkably stronger every single turn through combat. I think it might be time to scoop. Let's have one more sort of grand battle over here, but if things don't go miraculously in that, then we kind of do have to bail. You finished a unit, so that unit should definitely get over here. I have 48 dust, which is not going to be enough to like rush anything to completion, or yeah. All right. Buffs and debuffs until the start of the next turn. So what exactly does Soulburn do? Is it's a trait of health, right? Expense of their health. Okay. We could take an attack assimilate. Sure, why not? We kind of need every little ounce of combat skill we're gonna be able to put together here. So we will repel these defenders of Errol and their reinforcements over there in the dust cloud. Or these attackers of Errol. Doesn't do much for the armies over here. It's not even representing. We know that army's there though, right? They have an army in the dust cloud, and then they potentially even have more reinforcements if they wanted in the distance. I'm not sure if we were close enough for them. So who is it that's getting to go? Okay, you. We may as well just hit you right away, right? Like there's no sense in delaying it. I'm gonna put you over here and you over here. This thing's probably just gonna die immediately, so let's not leave anybody else adjacent to it. Yeah, okay. I actually think this is a pretty favorable positional setup for us. So you attack there. You... Darn it, I was trying to click this one. Alright, they chose not to include any of their other nearby reinforcing armies, which I get. I think that makes sense. You're on that one. You're on this one. You help with that. You can help with that. Okay. Pretty good. Oh, right. Sweep strike back. Ooh, good stun. Alright, so you're just gonna die for no value. And sadly, I guess just go do it over here so that you don't disease everybody else when you explode. And that aside, I keep missing buttons entirely. So, like, as you can tell, I think Broken Lords are actually, like, unusually good at fighting necrophages. Like, maybe one of the better necrophage, at least early game, necrophage counter armies. And if you can get your Dust Bishops up, it helps even more. But gosh, they did a good job of taking advantage of a situation where we were just not going to be able to defend ourselves in another war. Khazar has done actually nothing. Blue basically destroyed themselves, took themselves out of the game to hand Brown Khazar. And then Brown took it and did nothing with it. So how statty are these ones? Oh my. 103 attack. Okay, so these are pretty good. Gosh, I wish I could heal my damn army. It is so expensive. 247 to heal Jocelyn. And I'm still banned from the market, aren't I? Yep. it really has been just like relentless collusion from every other player to make sure we were not in this one, it feels like. Well, hopefully this is good proof that impossible is still a good difficulty level for us. So I'm just trying to scout around here and figure out where the green army that took this is. Obviously the dust clouds make that a little tricky. There's a lot of places they could hide. Okay, they decided they didn't like that. I think that's probably going to work for them. Yeah. Man, look at the stats on these Battleborn. Also, Ranf has already produced... Ranf, which they took this turn, is already at 75% ownership for them. Or they took it last turn, right? But it's already at 75% ownership for them. So that's why they're getting militia so quickly, is they're getting these crazy ownership values super, super quickly. Well, I mean, obviously, this is bad. I was kind of hoping that it was going to turn out that those were both militia and that they couldn't stop me from sieging and then... But, like, it's all kind of academic anyway, right? Come on, stun. Yeah. That'll show him. Now who is the boss? Oof, 118. So yeah, unfortunately, the thing that we needed to see over here was that they had just retreated all of their armies for no reason. The fact that they have not done that bodes extremely ill for us. So these armies are clearly moving toward a Shimlor, as they should be. They're going to continue pressuring Errol with 7 plus 2 plus... We didn't actually kill the Guardians, so whatever health the Guardians got on it. It's had a turn of replenishment now, plus Necrophage replenishment bonuses. It'll be ready to fight soon. So we need to... Can we get eyes on that thing? Oh, they have another 6-unit army over here with the proliferator and everything. Oh, yeah, because the... Boy. All right. Yeah, I think that what I'm going to do here is just tap out. I do believe we got run. Extremely run. So that's going to be it for us for today. Sorry that the promising start turned out this way. I mean, I think Blue played phenomenally poorly. Maybe the worst play I've ever seen. But everybody else around us, I think, played really just smart and opportunistically. Brown declared war on us in a moment of weakness, managed to trade a handful of units for a reasonably high-level technology in the end. Like, I think Brown, that's a smart move on Brown's part. I think they got value out of that war. And then, obviously, Green consumes their weakest neighbor and then goes after what they perceive to be their second weakest neighbor, who is already engaged in a war. Like, sadly, it's just real good play. When you come back next time tomorrow, we're going to be starting a new game as the Broken Lords, and we are going to hope that we are maybe spaced out from some of the other players just a tiny little bit more. And we'll see you then.